Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Ju TV. But before we begin, let this quote guide your reflection today. Grudge is the prison you built for yourself, and forgiveness is the key. Please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring messages. Holding grudges feels like power, but in real sense, it is bondage. When you hold resentment, you keep yourself tied to the very pain you want to escape. Grudges create the illusion of control, but it only drains your spirit and block your blessings, right? When you learn how to forgive and release yourself from that grudge, you break the chain that comes with it. Because grudge is chain and it can only be broken when you forgive. Forgiveness is something that people take lightly, but it is not. Why people take forgiveness lightly is because they don't truly forgive. We just keep it down somewhere and just move on because our nervous system have been conditioned to endure things and sit on them and pile it up until you get to a stage where you can no longer hold it. It's either you break down or you turn totally dark, right? But when you decide to become a better version of yourself, you don't sit on anything. You face it head on. It is a problem. It is an issue. And you have to figure out a way to solve it. And because you understand the problem, the grudge creates in your evolution and growth, you will want to fix it, right? You won't sit on it. You will face it and find a way to release yourself from that bondage and chain, because it is an illusion that makes you feel that yes, you have the right to hold those grudge because you were offended. Of course you were offended. Yes, it comes with pain and all of that. But the only thing that that grudge now does is it brings problem to you, not to the person. Because the prison will now be for yourself. You will now be recreating the things that you don't want to see in your universe. That is where the illusion is. But you will feel you are in control, you are powerful, you are the one that is angry, you have grudge and all of that. But no, in reality, you are creating problem for yourself. So when you want to grow, you understand it that way. So you want to release it so that you can free yourself. Not because of them, because you can forgive plenty people that have no access to you anymore. But you are forgiving them. But they don't have access to you anymore. And they will never have access to you again, ever, in this lifetime. But you are forgiving them. And you have freed your soul and your spirit. You are indifferent about what is happening with them. However, you are totally you are not interested because you have already released them with the pain that they brought to your life. So at that point, you are indifferent. You don't want to have anything to do with them. You are not interested. No pain, no nothing, right? And you free them. In freeing them, you free yourself too. And this is how you understand that grudge is an illusion and it's a prison, is a bondage. If they are close to you, if those people are close to you, or around your vicinity or around you, they will keep on poking you. If it gets to a point where you have forgotten them or you have forgiven and yourself and you have released the anger and the rage and the whatever that comes with holding the grudge, they will do something else to because remember, you battle not with flesh and blood but principalities and powers, right? And they have been taken over because their vessel is empty. So these entities take over them in order to attack you through them. Don't forget that. When you now release yourself from the prison of that grudge, you have said, okay, you have battled with what they have done and you have finally released yourself from it. They will poke you again. They will do something again that will put you back in that energy. of grudge. That is how you understand is a prison. That is how you understand is illusion, right? So that you will always be in that prison, so that the blessings that is supposed to come to you will be blocked. Remember, this is energy. And for every energy you send out to the universe, it will always block something for you if it is negative energy until you correct it. It doesn't matter who is right or wrong. The universe doesn't look at who is right, who offended who, until you clear that energy that you sent out, even if you're angry, right? Until you clear it and realign yourself to peace, then that blockage will be removed. You understand? It's not like the universe doesn't understand that you were offended, but you should know and understand that that thing is blocking you, that you should remove it. You understand? So whenever these people poke you and put you back in that energy, they are trying to realign you to that negative energy so that you will not be able to release yourself and get the blessings and realign yourself to divine flow that you are supposed to be as a spirit living human experience. So always look out for those people like that. If you can remove them, remove them. If you can't, numb yourself around them so that whatever they do does not affect you in any way, shape, or form. And at that point, they lose their hold on you. They lose their power on you. So today, I want you to understand that your spirit is not meant to carry bitterness. And when you release yourself from grudge, you align yourself to peace, joy, and divine flow. Affirmation for today. I release grudge and I choose freedom. My spirit is too light to carry bitterness. Thank you for joining me once again. And until next time on Uju TV, grudge is a chain, an illusion created to hold you back from your blessing.